Actually, objection, dumbass. Haven't you heard? You absolute failure. Did Sparta not tell you? Your garbage excuse of an apology? I'm gonna shove your entire witch hunt up your ass because it's fucking wrong. Why? Well, you little bitch, if you could take a look at this motherfucking updated exposure. I usually have to put a decent amount of effort into getting enough evidence ready so I can construct a script around it, but sometimes my subjects do all of the work for me. And when they do, you can't expect me to not take that opportunity. I'm a content vulture, remember, not a content creator. Case in point, InktoRosalina. What started as a harmless, if bad, joke on Twitter turned into the first ever attempt to cancel TeaWithCaramel. And it all started with this. My sister is fucking asking for it, ellipses. The next time she shows her pathetic face in my house, ellipses, she's getting either a blade or a bullet in her head, ellipses. I'm sick and tired of her thinking she just has to go out of her way to ruin my chances at being able to enjoy myself.
Maybe if you put the Morse code for the letter S in your sentences more, all your problems will go away.
Now, of course, this is what I presumed to be another whining child at their parents' PC that didn't like a joke. I don't blame you, lassie, it wasn't a good one. But I would like to remind everyone on Twitter of something. A lost art that many people forgot existed. Don't feed the trolls. And this absolutely trivial Twitter user retorted with, I can tell I'm reaching borderline insanity and all you seem to fucking care about is my method of typing. First of all, no. No, you can't. Unless you have a degree in psychology, which I doubt you have, you can't tell whether you have reached the brink of insanity. The entire point of insanity is that insane people don't know they are. Secondly, my dear, I care for so much more. How about you retweeted both anti-propaganda as well as a tweet forgiving Spartan for being one of said sexual deviants? But people on Twitter don't like it when you bring their own hypocrisy to their attention. Which is where the main protagonist of this story comes in. InktoRosalina. Don't let the name fool you. Rosa is a man. Oh well, you know what I mean. He came in, verbally harassing me, and I use that term quite loosely here. But unlike Rosa, I couldn't give a shit if someone called me the N-word straight to my face. Because I'm not a sissy. Now, he didn't call me the N-word, but he did call me heartless, degenerate, fuckface, asshole, and people like me ruin the community. My, was that really necessary? I had not insulted anyone up until that point. What called for such primitive language to be used against me? So, naturally, I got a bit suspicious. And, without even doing too much digging, I found out that, back in September, Rosa posted this.
A 6-year age gap. I was 20, making them 14.
Oh, you are cute, people like you really are. Of course that's why you defend. It's because you yourself are one. And of course you use the "it was in the past" defense, because you know you have no legs to stand on. So what would be the most logical step for you to take here? You could of course carefully deconstruct every one of my arguments. No, you try to get your fans to mass report me in order to get me banned. You pathetic whiny little bitch. So it's a deplatform war you want? Don't kick this hornet's nest, son. Do you realize that if you kept your cake hole shut, I wouldn't have done any digging on you in the first place? And why do you insist on playing the victim when some of the people within this community who have actual common sense try to question your actions? You are in no way, shape or form the victim here. By all accounts, the one who fits that bill best is me. And by actively encouraging a witch hunt against me, you allow me to play the victim card, leaving you, once again, as the villain of this piece. And what doesn't help is that you and your completely trivial Twitter user, who happens to be your fiancé, spread lies about me harassing you. But I don't need your trigger-happy witch hunt or even your trigger-happier fiancé to prove my case. No, in fact, you twisting the story and playing victim really would be all I need. Honestly, all of the proof I desire is you sending dick pics to a child. And all of this could have been avoided if you simply realized who you were talking to. And whilst yours truly, Flying Scotsman, might only be able to give you a slap on the wrist. If you were to open your cake-hole like that to someone who happens to also live in Pennsylvania, who would just be a tad more irritable than me, Sonny Jim, you would be in a lot of legal trouble. The reason this is not an episode of STD over on the second channel is simple. You made this personal, first of all. Second of all, there is a lesson to be had here. No matter if your intentions are pure, if you are a or not, do not ever feed the trolls. And no amount of half-assed apology and playing the victim is ever going to save you from having broken the law.
Of course they're taking a hiatus!